Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for Bioshock 2 on hard difficulty without using any Vita-Chambers. Today is episode 6, and we are doing Dionysus Park. We just got done doing Siren Alley, and this one will be kind of a little less hectic, I would say, as like Siren Alley. And then there is, I don't remember the level. I don't remember the name of the level, but there's a level coming up where you deal with Alexander, and that one, it's not too bad either, but still, it can be kind of annoying. So, the first part of this level basically eases you into this place, this weird atmosphere that you're going into. You can see, of course, more coral, of course. You know, we haven't seen that for a while, I don't think. Haven't, messed with that too much. Like, that was basically in the beginning of the game, and I don't think we've seen it really much since, or had this much, you know, surrounding us, I guess. So now you can tell that this is a different this is an atmosphere that goes back to the beginning of the game, pretty much, where they're trying to build up suspense and all that by giving you these weird things that you can look. I don't know how to explain it. To me, it's a weird atmosphere kind of deal. And it's also building up the fact that you're going to be dealing with a Houdini splicer. They don't exactly tell you right off the bat, but you're going to deal with your first Houdini, and they're not that tough. They're annoying because they like to teleport, and that's it. That's literally all they like to do, and it's really annoying. Just like they did in the first game, except here, I think they're a lot weaker. I feel like they're a lot less, you know, dangerous, as in, you know, like with Bioshock 1. And I think most of that has to do with the fact that you can two-hand things now. Whereas in Bioshock 1, you were forced to either shoot them, or you could use telekinesis or just plasma their ass. Regardless, either way, they're still annoying in Bioshock 1. I feel like they did more damage in that one, too. Yeah, they do a lot of damage here, but not enough. So, there is an audio diary that you will pick up. It's an audio diary of a little kid. That's the one that's going to give you the code. I forget the code offhand, but it's not in this room particularly. I do find the diary, and I will tell you when I find it, and I will tell you that, you know, you need to go back and basically do the code. So once we find that, I'll let you know, which might come up pretty soon. I think it's actually just right around here, too. Like, I look everywhere for it, and I think that might be the one I'm looking for then. Because that might be it. Because I think if a kid starts talking to you, yeah, this is the one. This is the one right here. So the only reason I remembered this is because of the kid. Now, this is a weird fucking door though, because typically if you pick up a diary, they just automatically give you the code regardless, because you know they know, hey, he's got the diary, we might as well give him the code for it. And once you see the code on screen, then you guys can use that to your advantage. Just wait for the kid to basically just go through the whole entire speech, and then you'll be able to go ahead and, you know, put the code in the door. I think there's a power to the people station in there too, so it's definitely worth to go check out. Either it was or it wasn't. Regardless, I'd say go do it anyway. I mean, having extra stuff on hand is great, kind of like with Last of Us. Like, if you ever have the opportunity to actually open a ship door, do it. It's funny because I'm playing through Survivor right now on the PS4 version, and I'm literally running out of shivs. Like, I'm having a hard time actually keeping up with collecting shit, because I'm starting off on Survivor, so I can just get as many trophies done as I possibly can in one run. That's what I like to do, especially for games that are remastered. So that way, because I'm a trophy whore, so, yeah. Oh, okay, so he tells you it, but they don't tell you the code. You have to listen for it, which I think is kind of lame. But, I mean, Bioshock 1 did the same thing. You had to listen for the code regardless, unless you knew the code dead offhand or find the code, which I thought that's what makes it more puzzle-based. And then, like, in 2, they introduced the fact of, hey, you already heard the code. I mean, you got the diary. Here's the code for it. You don't have to listen to it. And then all of a sudden, like, this random one you have to actually listen to. It just makes no sense. It comes out of nowhere. Like, either have it or don't. Like, I don't care. Just pick one or the other. Don't fucking mess with both, because that gets really irritating. And I think that's like the only time you really have to worry about that too. So it's an odd diary for sure. It might be because I fucked it up. I don't know for sure. But regardless, I think it's still stupid. So now we get trap bolts. I don't know if this is the first time we've seen these yet or not. They can come in handy. kind of. I still like the trap rivets a lot better than I like the trap bolts. To me, personally. I don't really care for the trap bolts much. Yeah, you can use them to basically line up some decent defenses, but to me, no, it's not good enough. I'd rather just not waste my time. I know I do use them quite a bit. To an extent. I do use them, you know, when it comes to like little sisters and stuff. And that's pretty much to me the only place you really need to use it at is, you know, when you're little sister harvesting or basically gathering at them. If I were you, I would not harvest a little sister straight away. Unless you really just wanted to get rid of them for whatever reason, then yeah, sure. But I really wouldn't worry about, I mean, you know, like just rescuing or harvesting them right then and there. Just, you know, collect your atom because you get a benefit out of it regardless of what you do. And I like that. Of course, you get a more added benefit if you rescue, you know, because that way you get more perks that you can use, more plasmids, more tonics, you get more, sometimes more atom. I think they basically just pay you back for all the atom you might have missed out on. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'd have to go look that up and find out if there's really, you know, that much of a difference between harvesting or not. Because I'm not really sure. I prefer to rescue in this game because it makes me feel a little nicer. I do prefer to rescue in the original game too, but in terms of just like trying to beat the game the best I can, I still like harvesting just in that one. I don't know. To me, I don't really use Hypnotize Big Daddy a lot, and I know there's people out there that fucking do, and I'm glad that you told me about it, but still. You know, you guys just understand that this is my opinion, and you have yours. I respect your opinion. I expect it back. I respect some respect back from you guys. So, yeah. Come in here, get a nice little lockbox, get a little audio diary. We're starting to learn a little bit more about Stanley. I did cut all the parts where it cuts away to Stanley and all his evil doing, so you don't have to sit there and for like 5 minutes and watch that shit. So, good. Good. That's decent. I bought a few more plasmids just for the hell of it, just because, again, I'm going on the trophy raid here, so ignore that. If you don't care to buy these plasmids, I wouldn't worry about them. You don't have to upgrade them to the fullest. I don't think there's an achievement for that. I think it's just basically just get all the plasmids, you know, like level 1 plasmids. Which there's not too many of them. You have Decoy, you have Scout, and you have all the basic ones that you had from the original one. I think the only real new one is like Scout, and that might be it. Which even then, to me, I don't really care for. I don't really use it as much. I think you can actually attack things during Scout, unless that might be like a Scout 3 that does that. But as far as I know, you basically can just wander around and like, you know, get a good idea of what's about to happen. But again, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather just use telekinesis or Decoy and just get it over with. You know, just fucking finish these guys off. Who cares? The good thing is now I have a clip size upgrade to my shotgun, so now I have 6 shots instead of 2, and that helps out a fuck ton. That's really going to save me a lot of trouble, especially in like the bigger fights, especially with like, you know, big daddies or like brute splicers and all them fantastic fun boys to play with. Now, what we're doing here is, I think we're looking for Stanley. I think that might be the case here. Again, this is going to have, since this is a level that does introduce, like, Houdini splicers, you're more than likely probably going to be dealing with a lot of Houdinis at this point. I mean, same thing with, you know, Siren Alley. That's where they introduced spider splicers, so they shoved it down your fucking throat, like, hey, spiders are here, and it's like, okay, I get it, thanks. Yeah, the frickin' shotgun upgrades are just great. If I had a weapon that I suggest you should upgrade, it'd be this one. This one has all 3 upgrades are really nice to have. Granted, I think that the Tesla upgrade isn't really that handy at times, but it's nice to have that extra boost of damage. The rivet gun fully upgraded is a fucking monster. That thing is worth getting upgraded for sure. It's one of the best ones you can upgrade, alongside the machine gun. The machine gun isn't too much of a monster when it's upgraded because it's just small things like damage, and you get a ricochet, and you get like kickback, which can help if you have trouble with your accuracy, of course. But since this is Bioshock, and since that's a machine gun, like a fucking Gatling, I'm just gonna mow shit down regardless if I hit it or not. I'm just gonna shoot, you know? I don't care where it goes, I'm shooting. So now I decide to upgrade, I think the last upgrade for the shotgun, maybe. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's see what I picked. Oh, I picked the zoom in for no fucking reason. Alright, cool. Yeah, so the scope, okay, I will say this. The guns are really cool in this game. Even the spear gun. Even though I don't really care for the spear gun that much, the upgrades are pretty cool. You know, they have some pretty cool upgrades. It's just I really wish that you could upgrade everything, but you can't. And that's what makes it kind of hard to pick what the fuck you want to pick. Like, no, it's not really that hard. I mean, it annoys me, like my OCD, because I want everything, but I can't have everything. That pisses me off. So that's probably why I don't really play Bioshock Infinite or 2 that much anymore. Because of shit like that happens. Like in Bioshock 1, you can upgrade almost everything. I think you can probably get every... Well, maybe not the plasmids. I don't think you can get all the plasmids fully upgraded, though. I don't know. I don't care. Like, at that point, it's like, whatever. I just want fucking, you know, all the... Actually, well, with New Game Plus, you can now. So, that's good. I just want all the goddamn gun upgrades. And that's something that's very prominent that annoys me. I know it sounds extremely hypocritical when I say, like, you know, plasmids I don't really care for, or tonics. But, you know, when I clearly care about getting all the upgrades for my weapons. But my weapons are something I see way more often than I see my plasmids in the first game. So, to me, they're, again, a lot more prominent for me to use, so I'm going to use them. I was being kind of a dumbass here. I wasted a couple shots. I don't really care. I mean, I have plenty of ammo. It's all good. The spear gun, this rocket ammo is fucking great. I love that one. I don't care for the other 2 shots, especially the normal spear ammo. Because... yeah, it doesn't break. I mean, that's nice. Well, it does break at times, but I think it's like completely random if it breaks or not. It has a pretty high chance of not breaking. So, you know, you can conserve ammo that way, but I feel like it does shit for damage. Even when I get a damage upgrade on it, I just feel like it doesn't do jack shit. And I hate that about it. I forget what the last upgrade was because I never fucking finished the spear gun. I never do. I never finish it. It's just the last gun I ever think about upgrading fully. And that's... probably a problem to some people, because I'm sure a lot of you probably found really good use of the spear gun. Not me. Just, I'm different. Same thing with the grenade launcher. Like, the grenade launcher does decent bit of damage on its own, so really just getting it upgraded really isn't much help. In the original game, you know, you'd take damage from, like, shooting off the grenade launcher, and that was a pain. So, upgrading that was very useful. I liked a lot of the upgrades that you get in the first game, except... in the first game, you don't get that tertiary upgrade, and I don't like that. You know, I wish you totally could. But you don't, so it's alright. I mean, in this game, I love how they added that, though. I really love how they added that. You can start, you know, shooting off fucking fire and shit, you know, or get electric bonuses. It's really cool. It really is. Bioshock 2 upgraded a lot of stuff, but also downgraded, in my opinion. Like, it's just... it's flat out its own game at this point. Like, I don't really see this as a Bioshock in terms of like the first game. I see this as more of, hey, it's a game, cool, you know, it's Bioshock 2, its own thing, and I'm fine with that. Same thing with Infinite, you know, I'm fine with that as long as they're fucking separated and not, you know, in the same platter together. Then yeah, whatever. All right, cool. I mean, yeah, if you buy the collection, it comes with all 3 regardless, because they're all under the title Bioshock. But to me, these are 3 different separate things, even though 2 clearly is a sequel to 1. I still don't see it as really that much of a sequel. I see it more of like a, I guess, a standalone in a way. And I hate to say that. That sounds really terrible to the game, but I mean it, because to me this is not Bioshock. This is Bioshock 2. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you play Crash 1 versus Crash 2. Like, Crash 2 is a huge fucking upgrade from, like, 1, for sure. But to me, it doesn't feel like Crash 1, you know. It's 2 separate entities at that point. And I like my games being different. I do like that. I like my sequels being different. I'm glad that they took that approach. But I still like to have some familiarity. And even though Bioshock 2... is basically just Bioshock 1, just upgraded, I still feel like this is way, way fucking different. I don't know why I keep talking about it, but I do. I'm sorry. Well, okay, one more thing to talk about. God of War 1 and God of War 2. God of War 2 is a definite fucking sequel. It is pretty much the same shit you did in the first game, but upgraded. Back to Crash, Crash 3 versus Crash 2, it's the same shit you did in 2, upgraded. There's more different stuff. To me, that's a sequel. That's a direct sequel, I guess. As in the case of like Bioshock 2, or, you know, not counting Infinite, because Infinite's not really technically 3. Like in the case of, back to Crash 1 and 2, Crash 2 is a sequel, yes. It's objectively a sequel, yes. But it doesn't, to me, it doesn't feel like it is a direct, complete sequel to the first game. It feels like it's starting anew. It's doing something different. And that's great. It's a sequel for sure. It's a sequel done right for sure. I'm not saying there's good or bad on either side. I'm not saying, like, which side's better, which one I prefer, because I like both ways. As long... Wow, really? I said that. So as long as the game is fucking good, and as long as the sequel is good, you know, doesn't try to be the exact same thing, or, you know, it tries different things, tries to be different. Also, here's a little Easter egg, just says Johnny was here. There you go. That's what I was talking about earlier. Anyway, since it's... fuck, I lost my train of thought. What I'm trying to say is, fuck it, play the games, enjoy the games for what they are. You don't like them, don't like them, like them, whatever, I don't care. I'm just basically talking out my ass for the most part in these videos, but that's what happens when you're trying to make commentary. Oh, fuck, that guy actually kind of scared me a bit there. Whew, that was a little unnerving. It's funny because I think I might have jumped out that part too, I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Bioshock 2 doesn't scare me at all. I mean, because you're flaunted with a fuck ton of enemies, so every room I go into, I'm like, okay, who am I going to fight now? Like, you know, even if I don't see them now, they're going to show up later. It's every single time. So Bioshock 2 is not really that scary. That part was kind of jumpy for me watching it back. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about him. But like playing it, it's like, nah, I'm good. I mean, Bioshock 1 is starting to become the same way too. And it's been for a while. Like at first it was like scary as fuck. It's like, oh god, you know, like big daddies and shit. Like these guys are fucking terrifying. Like these guys could fuck me up. You know, big time. They're threatening. They're intimidating. And then, like, when you actually kick Big Daddy's asses, like, every day of the week, you know, you eventually just start to grow accustomed to how they work, and you just realize they're not that fucking tough. They're not that fucking scary. No, not at all. Not one bit. Same thing with, like, the wax dudes, like the wax splicers that you see in Fort Frolic. Yeah, at first they're kind of creepy because it's like, you know, dear God, are these things actually going to come to life and kill me? Like, what's going to happen? And then they come to life, and you're like, oh, Jesus, that's kind of terrifying. And, like, the way they're positioned, some of them are, you know, actually dead, and some are not. So, you don't know what's going to happen. Then when you play the game, they're not random. They're completely scripted. So, you've already seen it once. And to me, when it comes to a horror game, I know I'm definitely not talking about the guide here, but when it comes to horror games, I think having a little bit of randomness and atmosphere will definitely sell your game a little bit better than just having scripted moments. And that's something that Fear did right. Even though Fear had a ton of scripted moments, clearly, even though they let you know that there's a ghost nearby you for the non-scripted moments, okay, those moments were scripted, yes. They were supposed to happen regardless. But for the moments where you didn't see the ghost, at least I didn't when I first played, you know, like your thing goes off and you're like, where the fuck's the ghost at? Where the fuck's the ghost at? You don't see him, you go on your merry way. Play the game again, and then you look up, you know, you look in a different spot, you look around for it, and then you see it. That shit's scary. That shit was creepy. I mean, yeah, it's good for like a one-time thing, sometimes, but, you know, it still works. I still like that. And Fear 2 did a great job with one of the scares, where you literally can go out of your way in the first area, go to the swimming pool, and then when you turn around, there's no sound that indicates that she's there. You turn around, the moment you turn around, there she is. There's Alma. And that was like, whoa, what the fuck? You know? Like, that's cool. Like, don't lean somebody into a scare. You have to let them see the scare yourself. Now, granted, I'm not a professional. You know, I can't say what I think is... I can say what I think would be better, but I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell, you know, horror directors or anything like that how they should make their movies or games. You know, I'm not saying... I personally want to make a horror game myself. And that sounds fucking gay, and it sounds fucking stupid that I would say something like that, but I really have this intent on wanting to make one myself, because Silent Hill's... PT, it's on Hills. I think that's what they were wanting to call it, right? Hills? I don't know. Regardless, PT was fucking terrifying. And I loved it for that. Resident Evil 7, the demo, was pretty fucking scary. And then 7 came out, had some scary moments, not much anymore. Now, PT, I feel like can still be fucking terrifying. Even watching it, because like, it's almost nearly completely random. And I love that. Where you don't even, like, even the developers don't even know what's about to happen. They have no fucking clue. It's just like, yeah, they programmed all that stuff to happen, yes, but they don't have any control whatsoever on most of the stuff that will happen to you. I like that. I think that is great, great scares right there. So, this is our first little sister. And as you can tell, you are going to be attacked by a fuck ton of lead heads and a fuck ton of spiders. So, yeah, this one's a little dangerous here. This level is going to require you to go off on your own and find your own little sisters, and I like that. I like this level because of that. I like the idea that you have to, that your main focus is to get the little sisters. Something that was clearly a side objective to begin with, and now you are forced to deal with little sisters. So, regardless of what you want to do or not with the girls, you're gonna have to deal with them in any way, shape, or form. I think you can probably like rescue or harvest them without having to, you know, deal with them fully. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the beginning of it, I think Stanley let you get with it, you know, deal with it that way. I think he says, you know, do what you want with them. But the more add them, the more merrier. You know, that's the idea here. Like, do what you want, but as long as you take care of the little girls, I'm fine. And I like how they don't give you a quest arrow, and I was thinking about this all week. I was like, Dionysus Park's kind of cool because they actually don't let you... They let you have complete and total control over almost everything here. And that sounds retarded. That sounds weird. I get that. But just hear me out for a few seconds. So, in the beginning, they give you a quest arrow telling you where to go. Then, they let you roam free. Completely free. Free of doing whatever you want. To an extent, there is borders that you can't cross. Obviously, you can't go through certain doors or do certain things until you've completed, you know, the little sister's quest itself. But you are not, you are obligated to go to whichever sister you want and do whatever you want with them. I think that's cool. And it just, to me, it breaks the pace of just go here, go here, go here. Even though you are, in a way, forced to go here, go here, go here, there's no option. You have to fucking deal with the girls. I get that. I still think it's cool how they don't tell you how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? It's strange. I'm not explaining it the best way possible, but that's just what I think. It's like they don't tell you, like, directly where to go all the time here. Like, you can explore on your own whim instead of having that feeling of, you know, God, with Siren Alley. You're supposed to get to one area, but to get to there, there's so much shit that you can pick up in the way, and, you know, the game just, it's basically just throwing in your face, like, go here, come on, hurry up, let's go, what's taking so long? Like, you feel like you have to do the main objective all the time. And as with Dionysus Park, like, you have this objective that you need to do, but during that objective, you can fucking explore the shit out of this place. And I'm glad that they did that. I like that feeling of exploring, and also feeling like I'm not cramped with my exploration. I should have went back and did that event. I'm retarded. Oh, well. Like, I feel like I'm cramped when it comes to Bioshock 2 exploration sometimes. Especially with Siren Alley. Siren Alley was the worst one, in my opinion, when it came to exploration, because it was just... everything was everywhere. Everything was everywhere. I felt like I missed everything, because you would go to one spot thinking you got everything, and then, you know, little did you know... oh, my bad. No, you did. You know, and... or, you know, you find a door, and like I said in the video, I think, you find the door, leave, or come through that door one way, and leave another way, you think it's a different door, and it's not. It just completely butt fucks you, and it's just a huge maze, and I hate Hate mazes. I hate maze levels. Hazy Maze Cave is one of them. That is one of the reasons why I hate fucking mazes, because that shit's just retarded. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh man, I know that place like the back of my hand. Good for you. I don't. I don't fucking know that place well enough. I don't care to know it well enough. I barely play Mario 64 enough. You know, once you get to the fucking top floor, it's just a nightmare. Once you get to Hazy Maze Cave, it's a nightmare at that point. Like, you know, the beginning of the game is like, oh, cool and shit, and then like, all of a sudden it just drops for me. Which, I mean, I've been known to 100% it multiple times, and even, like, you know, stream it or record it, and just fucking do whatever with it. Yeah, I've been known to do that, but still, it fucking hurts. It sucks sometimes, guys. It sucks sometimes. Oh, well. Oh, well. So, now that we're down here, this is a fun little spot. Again, back to the whole exploration thing I love. It's just like, this is like completely out of the way. I mean, yeah, you can tell where to go if you look on your map. Like, they'll tell you where the little sisters are at, so that's good. They don't fuck you with that one. I'm glad that they did that. So apparently, I guess we've... Have we been down here? Or that might just be just a normal spotlight. Okay. I thought that might have been a security camera. So, if you come down here, you're going to get a lot of decent bit of goodies. And I don't think there's a sister here. I think it's just a place you go to just to grab a bunch of shit. There's a bunch of, like, you know, wines and beers and all kinds of just alcohol here. So, you're going to see me get drunk for a little while. I hate getting drunk in this game. It sucks. Yes, it doesn't last too long, but it's long enough to really piss me off. And I always have this strange habit of wanting to pick it up and just be like, one more, just one more, you know. Even if I don't need health, I just want one more. Oh, I guess she wasn't dead yet. Okay. Well, she's dead now. I forgot about her, actually. There's a decent bit of money. This place almost looks familiar, too. It almost looks like Fort Frolic in a way. Like, it looks like the, that one area you go down into where you first find the Spider Splicer. And there's that winery that you go into. I forget what it's called. McDonough's, I think. Fighting Cock. I don't know. Like, I had a rooster on it. And some kind of, like, chicken, like a buff chicken. I forget the fuck it's called. Like, Fighting Rooster, maybe. I don't know. Regardless, this place looks almost just like it in a way. Almost. It has the same idea going for it, I feel like. Like, it has almost like the same room setup. And hell, it probably could be for all I know. You know, Rapture's been basically just washed up anyway, so this could literally be where that is. Dionysus Park could be, in a way, a weird way, Fort Frolic. And that'd be fucking nuts, wouldn't it? Like, what if Bioshock 2 had, like, one level where it was, like, a level that you've been to before? Which I thought that would have been cool. Because, like, Rapture's one place. You know, we never got to explore any of this in the first game. And that really kind of pisses me off. Because, like, I want to explore everything in Rapture. That, like, every, like, nook and cranny of Rapture, I want to see all that. This is a fucking city. I want to see the city. You know, I want to be able to invest a lot of time just exploring this whole world, because this Rapture's a great fucking world. Like, can you imagine that? Like, having Bioshock 3 take place still in Rapture, but just, well, some places are going to be cut off due to Bioshock 2 bullshit. So, obviously, you know, things like Siren Alley might be just completely washed out, or other levels have been washed out before. But just imagine going to, like, redesigned areas of Bioshock 2 and 1 all together. Fuck Infinite. I don't care about the back to Rapture bullshit. Fuck that. I'm talking about 100% legit going back to these levels, like, redesigned just to look badass. To me, that would be a great fucking third game. Or if they make a Bioshock 3, just, you know, make it take place in a different part of Rapture like you did with 2. I'd be fine with either way. If they make a 3, make it good. Please, make it good. I don't care if you make it like Infinite. I don't care how you make it. Just make it fucking good, okay? Cut out Elizabeth and her fucking retarded-ass Tenenbaum lookalike. Cut that shit out, and let's just play a fucking game of Bioshock. Let's play an actual fucking Bioshock game. To me, Elizabeth just this is me personally, my personal opinion. She's an okay character, but God, is she fucking annoying. Like, I mean, she's got good hentai and all that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I fucking hate her as a character. And if you're saying that, if you're gonna say I hate her because, you know, i.e. she's a woman, well, you're right. Well, okay, when it comes to, like, gaming women, no, you're wrong. Because Ellie from Last of Us is literally the same character as Elizabeth is, but 10 times fucking better. She starts off as a character that's just there, that sides with you as a sidekick, and then eventually Ellie gets the ability to start shooting shit. You know, when Joel's the one basically holding her back. Booker wants Elizabeth to help him. I'm sure he probably fucking does. I would have fucking, like, smacked her ass and been like, listen to me, bitch. You fucking help now. You shoot a gun, goddammit. I need these people dead. I don't care. I want them fucking dead. Be like Ellie. She's like fucking 14. She fucking shot those assholes. I like Ellie's character better than I liked Elizabeth. Personally speaking. Elizabeth had cool powers. Yes, she did use them. And yes, she was helpful when it came to, like, giving me salts and giving me other shit, like throwing shit at me. I'm glad that they developed that. But give her a goddamn purpose besides just being there. I hate that. Hate that so much. Oh god, every fucking video now is just a Bioshock Infinite ramble. I hate it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Wait until we actually get to the promised day when I actually do fucking play. Agnes Day. Yeah, just wait. Just wait till we get to that point, guys. It's just gonna be nothing but hell. And you know it. You fucking know it. You're waiting for it. I know you are. I know all of you are waiting for it. Every last one of you that's been watching my channel since the very beginning have been waiting for Infinite. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. 99% sure. That at least most of all of you, if not all of you, are definitely waiting for Infinite. And I wouldn't blame you. Infinite's a fun game. It can be. It's a cool game. It's a hard one, too. Especially in 1999 mode, for sure. You know, no doubt about it. You know, that's pretty difficult. But still, I'm just saying, I'm probably just not going to shut my mouth. I'm probably going to open it. And I'm going to run it, I'm sure. It's bound to happen. I'm just warning you now. So, what I am doing here in this room is I'm just hacking these, you know, turrets and security cameras. There's a fuck ton of security here. There's going to be a little sister, like, corpse in this room, too. So, it's nice to have a little bit of added effect in, you know, dealing with splicers that are going to basically fuck with us. So, it's nice having that there as an option, just having these guys here. I did waste a few of them because, I don't know, like, they were getting annoying, I guess. I just wanted to shoot them for whatever reason. I do that a lot. This whole place is basically filled with ice. There are objects that are hidden in the ice, so keep your eye out for that, especially if you're, you know, the explorative type like I am. Funny enough, we pick up a, what looks to be like a turret damage deal thingy, tonic. Regardless of what it was, I don't know. It's something to do with, like, I guess turrets or something. So, we get it here in a room that has a fuck ton of turrets. Just a fuck ton of shit. Yeah, right there I think I've seen, like, a diary. That guy got stuck on the turret, so he got shot the hell up, dude. He got fucked up hard. Got fucked up real hard. Also, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Today's Thanksgiving. I should have mentioned that earlier, but I don't give a shit. Yeah, I got pissed off again. I hate family stuff. I hate family get-togethers now. Depending on the family, like, I just feel so outcast and just... It sucks. I hate doing it. I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, yo, you're just bitching. You're just a little fucking bitch. I'm tired. I'm just done with bullshit. You know, after this year, I think I'm just fucking done with a lot of stuff. I think at that point, I'm just going to become an asshole. I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of people being fucking retarded. I'm tired of people being... They're different than me. They're in a different world than I am. And they can't accept my world, and that's the problem. It's not that I'm trying to fucking be an asshole on purpose. It's because these people do not see me as an equal because I'm fucking different than them. And I hate that. I mean, yeah, they treat me like, you know, they're nice. They tend to be nice, but at the same time, they don't, I know deep down they don't accept everything that I am. And, you know, I'm not a fucking, like, criminal by any means. So, you know, I just want to be known as the guy who's I don't know. I fucking have no idea. My stepdad's side of the family is just extremely religious. Well, not extremely, but they're pretty religious, and there's not very many people that did show up, but I just, every year it's the same thing. I get fucking tired of it. You know, nobody really bothers with me or talks with me. They don't, pretty much all just ignore me. And so I just ignore them. And then with the people that do talk to me, typically are just old people that try to make jokes, that try to be funny with you. And I don't like that. I'm just an asshole, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just an asshole. Yeah, look at there. We get to fight another bouncer again. So I come in this room. This was something my brain was telling me to do, to talk about when I first did this. Was like, hey, make sure you mention that you did this. You know, it's pretty obvious, Alex, from the past. There you go. I'm talking about it now. You happy? Yeah, check me out. I fucking came in this room. So smart. So smart. Yeah, I just knocked his ass clean out. So you can harvest here. Okay, so you have to, I assume, gather Adam before you can rescue his sister, which is kind of strange, but okay. No, I think you can actually go to an event and do it regardless. Yeah, because I think like once you walk to an event, you have the option to either harvest or rescue, but you have the option to harvest automatically straight away, so they always give you that option to harvest. You just have to not give them the temptation to do it. If you are going to harvest, fucking grab like a shit ton of Adam out of it before you do that. Just saying. Just saying. So this room, I think, sucks the most ass in terms of Dionysus Park. There's not much here that can defend me. I think there's like one camera and that's it. I barely have any trap bolts, trap rivets. I really have anything that can actually be set up for a trap. So, fuck me, right? There is, like, you know, vending machines and shit, so that does kind of help with protecting myself, you know, like health-wise and stuff. But there's not enough security here to basically, like, mow this place down. And they have a goddamn ton of places to come from. They have the back way and the front way, which might not sound like a lot, but when a lot come out of, like, that one fucking door, and you don't pay attention to it because you're busy shooting at the other side of the door, it becomes hectic. And leadheads are the worst to fight in a hectic fight. I think so. Because they can shoot you from range, and I hate that so much. Of course, from here on out, we're basically going to be stuck with dealing nothing but leadheads, Houdinis, and of course, spider splicers, because, you know, the game's got to up its difficulty. It's got to make these things harder to do. And I understand that. I'm completely for that. I'm not against it. I'm just saying that when you're in fights like this, it's nice to have a little bit of extra protection from, you know, a fuck ton of dudes coming out of everywhere, it feels like. Even though they only come out of 2 doors, it still feels like they're coming from everywhere. And, yeah, those fights are usually the ones that I feel like take the longest to do, then finish off. No, they can be fun. It's just, you know, I just want the little sister to hurry the fuck up. Like, let's just go. Let's get out of here now. Because they're coming. So now I got, what's that? I can't, what did I say? Something about Eve, I think. I think I was going to put that on. I think that was a, it has something to do with the drill. It was kind of like your vampirism, where you can, I think, steal health from drill attacks. And I think that one gave you Eve if you attack with drill. And I think, like, just drilling on its own, I think is enough to get you health. I believe so. I believe so. I think I accidentally take it off later, but, well, I mean, I think I accidentally take off the health one later. Alright. Sorry, guys. Texting people because I gotta figure things out, like what the hell was going on today, and apparently plans have changed. So, good. I'm here by myself. Well, not by myself. Dalton's here. My brother's here, but he's in his own little world, and I'm in my own little world. That's how we get along, though. Like, we both share some of the same common, like, you know, enjoyments. We both enjoy games and certain animes and such. And we both respect each other's privacy and just, you know, even though we like to talk about certain things that can be personal or private, we just talk about everything in general. You know, we can still manage to basically hang out without actually hanging out, and I like that. I like that, and I like being alone. To a degree. I like having somebody here, but also, you know, just being able to do stuff on my own without having somebody next to me all fucking day. You know, or having to be forced to talk to somebody all day. That sucks. That fucking sucks. So now we have the opportunity to finally do the little sister section here. And since I already hacked all the well, not all of them. I wonder where those ones went. Since we hacked almost half the fucking turrets here, it kind of does help. I mean, I broke the wrong ones, come to think of it, because I forgot that I actually forgot there was a little sister here. I mostly just hacked the shit because, you know, why not? Hey, cool. Might as well hack some things. There's all these guys here. You know, something's bound to happen. Now, I'm using Incinerate probably like this one time, just because I felt like just using it. There's really no benefit to it besides getting that extra bit of damage, especially on Houdini splicers when they start to disappear and come back. I think it's definitely kind of nice to have that, because you're still basically burning them and pissing them off to where they can't really actually attack you. They'll still try to attack you regardless, yeah, but most of the time while they're burning, they're distracted with that shit. So it's like, okay, have fun burning to death. I don't care, you know, you're on your own. I don't mind. That's just me, though. Wait, did I cut this out? No, I did. Okay, good. I just forgot that little snippet. Alright, well, I guess I better start this whole entire video all over again. Hopefully not. I also want to apologize for what happened in the last episode. I have no idea what happened to my mic. I think it just popped out. That's the biggest thing right there. I think that's the biggest contender. It's either my USB that fucked up or my microphone fucked up. Regardless of what happened, it sounded robotic and it sounded really weird. I know I put in the description, like, you know, sorry guys, things happen, but I want to let you know for sure, 100% sure from my mouth, that whatever happened was not my doing, and I sincerely apologize for having a shitty commentary mic. I'll try better next time. That's 2 videos so far, I think, that have fucked up. Well, okay, no, yeah, there was one that desynced, and there's one that commentary fucked up. So hopefully that's the last time that'll happen. So one of the added benefits of the little sister package whenever you actually rescue little sisters is they give you a tonic that allows them to harvest atoms faster. And I think that might be the first time I actually got that. And oh my god, it's great. Especially when you put on like the second version of it alongside the first one. Holy shit, you're done in mere seconds. And that's great. That is so great. It saves you so much time, money, ammo, everything. This, what's this, Eve Expert? Yeah, this one I take off and put on almost all the fucking time. I always keep swapping this one in and out. It's retarded how many times I've done that. Basically, it gives you the option to have a 6th Eve hypo. And there's one for medkits too, so don't worry about that. There is one for that. So if you are actually that afraid, or if you are one of those people that use a lot of Eve hypos, I call them hypos. If you're one of those kinds of guys that use that a lot, then there you go. You can use that to your benefit. I did use it for a little while just because, you know, having an extra one on hand is always nice. Especially when it comes to like big daddy fights. It's always great to have an extra one. And luckily, in Dionysus Park, since your main objective is to attack little sisters, they make it easier on you by forcing you to fight mountains. One of the easiest and most retarded fucking like big daddies you can take down, besides Alpha Series. But this one's a legit fucking big daddy. Alpha Series are just big daddies. They're just enemies. That's it. They're nothing more. They're nothing less. They're basically just armored enemies. That's it. Big daddies actually have something going on with them. They have little sisters that they have around them, so you have to deal with those too. You don't have to, but you know that there is that risk-reward system with big daddies, and I like that. I like how they separate these guys into different things. So this will be the last little sister that I have to deal with, thankfully. How can I tell? I can see clearly that there's one more fucking like vision split right there on the video, and that's a good way. So the first corpse is right where we just got done with, and that's good. I barely have jack shit for ammo, and I think here is where a fuck ton of spider bites has come out to play. So luckily I hacked the machine here, the health machine. Get an extra health pack. I have like 2. There is a vending machine here somewhere. There, circuits of values. There's one right there up here, so if you need to come up here and grab some shit, which I totally recommend if you Just got done taking down that Big Daddy. You're probably a little low on supplies like I was. And you might have enough money to buy shit. Always hack. Hack the fuck out of vending machines, because God forbid if you don't, they're gonna charge you extra for dumb shit that you don't need to be charged for. Get that extra little bit of oomph, you know, in your purchases. Get that shit on sale, bitch. So luckily tomorrow is Black Friday, because I think today is Thursday. Yep. Okay. Well, today's Thanksgiving, so yeah, it's Thursday. I plan on going out for Black Friday and doing some things at GameStop. I plan to get some games that are on sale, and that's what I plan to do. You guys don't really need to know that, but I'm telling you anyway. So, joke's on you. I told you anyway. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know it's like a buy two get one free sale thing going on. This video might not be uploaded until like. Yeah, this video probably won't be uploaded until fucking tomorrow on Black Friday. So I'm probably just gonna render this video overnight and just have an overnight video. Because God forbid these things take fucking forever. Funny enough, the last video that was an hour long, well, I had like 40-minute, okay, like 50-minute long video took about 5 hours to render. But for some reason, my last Bioshock episode took fucking 8. And I kept stopping and starting it because it kept fucking up and I got pissed. Luckily, I did upload it. So, we're done with that one. We're almost actually done with Bioshock in general. I think there's 3 more episodes after this. There's 7, 8, and 9. And on episode 8, I think it's like 15 minutes long. So, we have a couple more hour-long videos and then one short one. And then we're done. We're done. Bioshock. And then we get started right on Bayonetta, which I'm so excited. I had a dream of fucking playing the game. That's how much I want to fucking play it right now. But I'm limiting myself to playing it because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and have to watch the videos again to be like, oh, I did that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Totally forgot about that one. So Bayonetta might be one of those ones where I'll actually record it, edit it, and then like render it the next day. And like do commentary for like the next day after or the same day. So that's going to be awesome. Having the ability to finally do that again, that's great. Yeah, God of War was hit and miss with me. It was more like, I'll do it whenever. But Bayonetta, I'm pretty excited for doing. And I should be. I should be proud of doing that one because that's not really an easy game to beat on hard mode. And it kind of is. I mean, when you fucking exploit it like I do. But still, it's still a very intimidating and hard game to beat. I think so. I mean, especially when I go do fucking Infinite Climax. Jesus Christ. It's practically just hard mode with no witch time. So I'm gonna have to revert to using the like damage crow thing or bat thing to fucking help me out all the time. I pretty much go Transformers on Bayonetta's ass, where I literally just mash the fuck out of the evade button. So yeah, spoiler alert. There you go. I mean, hey, Transformers fucking made it easy, dude. Like it really did. It made a lot of like the dodging really easy, especially like on Prime mode where there is no gimmick. It's just straight up the hardest difficulty setting. And you can have that extra like transformer time or whatever the fuck it's called, the witch time in that game. I forget what they called it. I think they had a name for it. I don't remember. I would love to. I should get back into doing Transformers again. I really need to get back into doing like another guide of that. Just to fucking get Bumblebee out of the way because I know people are gonna rip me a new one for it, which they haven't really. I mean, I just have a feeling that people are going to rip me for it. And if you do, fuck you first of all because you fucking do it. I know I usually go back on things I say I do, but that's just me. It's a fucking YouTube channel, guys. Don't get so fucking pissed off at everything I do. You know, half you fucking assholes are the reason why I don't do YouTube very often or want to quit YouTube half the time because you guys are dicks. I mean, I change my mind a lot of the time. I'm sorry. It happens. Deal with it. You know, I mean, sometimes I do come back and that's that. Well, what's that trophy? Is that the deal with every little sister one? That might be, actually. I don't know. I think we just basically finished off every little sister. Yeah, because like the next levels don't really have little sisters, technically. I forget the next one. I think the next one has little sisters. I believe so. It should. It should have some, I think. If I remember correctly. I mean, granted, that's half the reason why these videos take like an hour long to do, because you're not forced to get the little sisters. This level you are. This one's an automatic hour long, you know, level regardless, I think. But if you're like me and go out of your way to do shit like that, yeah, you know, you are going to be spending a lot of time in these levels. So that's generally what happens. And now I think, oh yeah, the big sister's got to come out to play. I always forget about her. I always forget about her ass because I'm just so used to one. You know, one and done, you're good. Which I love the big sister though. She's a great installment in this game. It's nice to have her here. It's so nice. She's a cool ass enemy. I think so. I wish we could have seen like more of like, you know, different variants of Big Daddies, especially in later games. Which, hell, I thought the fucking handyman from Bioshock Infinite, like in the trailer, was gonna be like a new Big Daddy. I'm like, this looks weird, but I like this. I like where they're going with it. And then you play the game and you're like, that's not even fucking shit. That's not fucking shit. That's fucking garbage. They're basically an enemy at that point. That's it. Just a regular hose down enemy. And it just pisses me off. So much. Oh, so much potential to be just wasted. Infinite's a good game on its own. Yes, it is. But to me, it's not a good Bioshock. So that's just my personal opinion. You guys have your own. I know I talk garbage a lot on it, but I will say it's a good game. Don't let my anger, you know, change your opinion or piss you off. I'm really sorry if I did. Like, that's not being sarcastic. I'm actually really sorry if I actually piss a lot of people off with that shit. Because I know I talk about it a lot. And I know a lot of you are getting angry, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll also try to calm down now. So now this big sister fight was actually getting a little bit nerve-wracking. Because I was starting to run out of, like, health packs. Pretty much. So I had an easy escape to run in this room, and this is the same room that saved my life. Luckily, I had enough grenade ammo on hand, and luckily the grenade does not do damage to you. There's a health station right near there. Of course, if you ever needed to, you can just as easily just run away and go find a vending machine. If you have mini turrets on hand, I'd recommend using those first thing. Don't be a dunce like I am and not use it. Use everything to your advantage that you know will secure you. Mini turrets are your best friend when it comes to like you know, like away from turrets, like away from security. You don't have any security, like security bots or nothing like that. Mini turrets are your fucking best friend here. And they help out so much. And I wish I would have used them earlier, but luckily I used them just in time. So, we're good. Saved my ass. Thankfully for that, I wish I would have used mini turrets like in the later, like the earlier level in that. But I didn't because I'm a dumb cunt, so it happens, guys. It happens. Things mess up. I mess up. We all make mistakes. We're all human. Regardless if they have a god complex or not, we're all human. So, just remember that. Now this little fun batch of dickheads is really annoying because these guys I don't think stop spawning. These guys I think are going to be a constant threat. So you might as well just go ahead and fucking leave. That's what I do. Just like, no, fuck you. Just, I'm running. Not because I'm scared, but I'm just tired of these guys. Because like, you're going to be fighting a fuck ton of these guys if you want to go through all of them. To me, that's a waste of ammo. Now, I'm sure somebody out there is like, well, you might as well shoot them down, and then you get money, and then you can go buy more ammo. Well, yeah, you're buying fucking ammo out of it, you dipshit. Like, yeah, you can go buy other supplies and stuff with that amount of money you're making, but you're not making much money regardless, because half the time, you fucking don't even get money from them. So, fuck them. Fuck them. That's the thing, like, I have a problem with that, too. Like, I want to kill everything until the point of where you can't kill everything, and then I'm like, alright, we're not doing that, man. I'm just gonna fucking run. I love this shit. Like, watch this. Watch where that spider is. Look, dropped like what? One fucking health pack? If that was even him? She barely even dropped fucking money. And I wasted, I don't know how many bullets. I mean, yes, health packs are way, way more beneficial than just having the actual money, because I don't have to buy the health packs. But still, to me, it's not worth my time. Just fucking haul ass and get out of here. That's my recommendation here. You know, any health packs you need, you probably already hacked anyways. You're good. I don't know why the video keeps fucking doing that. I hope it's not desynced. That would suck. I'm gonna go check that and make sure. Yeah, that would suck ass. Oh well, things happen. So that's the end of this. We're gonna go take care of Stanley. I don't kill him. There's no benefit to killing or not. I think it's just moral value, maybe. Because I know grace for sure helps you out, but I don't think, you know, Stanley does much. I don't know. They give you choices in this game, but they're not much of anything, really. So that's that. We're going to go talk to Stanley real fast, go pick up some shit, and then leave, and that'll be the end of episode 6, which actually went by kind of quick. I was actually kind of hoping for this episode. I was waiting for this one, so had fun doing it. Anyway, folks, without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time when we play some more Bioshock 2 on hard difficulty with no Vita-Chambers. And as always, take care, everybody.